This podcast is sponsored by nobody. Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now tonight I will be welcoming an old friend of mine from my Redwood City bar days. Her name is Blessilda, but Bless for short, and I'm having her on. We're going to talk about her amazing journey. She's been through a lot, and we're going to, of course, reminisce about the old days, but we're also going to talk about how she's overcome adversity and how she's managed to survive all these years with everything she's been through. She's from the Philippines, and she went through a lot of trauma as a kid, and we're going to discuss that. I can't wait. I wasn't in touch with her for a long time, but recently we've gotten back in touch, and it's going to be great to reminisce. I haven't seen her in 12 years or so, probably, maybe 11. I don't know. We're going to find out, and it's going to be great talking to her. I just adore her and miss her. We had some good times together during that period in the bar days. Also, rest in peace, Theo Huxtable himself, Malcolm Jamal Warner, 54. God, that's young. I remember when he hosted Saturday Night Live at 15. Sam Kinison did stand up on it. It's a shame. Sad. Also, rest in peace, my guest, Jimmy Hunt, the little boy in the original Invaders from Mars. We did a wonderful, candid, vulnerable interview on November 14th, 2023. The wonderful Laurie Jacobson connected us. I don't know if it was his final interview, but if it was, I'm honored. I just sensed something was wrong. I just did. And it was wonderful talking to him. It was a wonderful interview that I'm very proud of. Go take a listen to it. Thank you, Jimmy. Now you're close to another universe in the stars. So yeah, here is my interview with Bless. Hey, Bless, welcome to the show. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Technical difficulties. Technology is not agreeing with me.
How you
How's it
do?
going? Long time no talk.
Yeah, oh my God. I do not
Long,
remember the last time that we talked or even saw each other. Do you?
I think the last time is you sent me a text. I don't know if it was through Messenger or on the phone.
Yeah,
See,
I cannot tell you when it was. I remember there was
you
a
remember you sent me a picture?
no, I remember there was a
Oh,
night.
okay.
There was a night you came to visit me at the standby when I was working there as a bouncer, and you were there the whole night. It was like in 2013, just before shit started going downhill for me, I remember.
Was that like the comedy club or something?
No, you just came and you were like hanging out all night. I think you thought that there was going to be comedy going on, but no, I was working as a bouncer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was cool. Yeah, nothing to do. We were in Redwood City.
Yeah, well, no, this was South City, and
Yeah.
I think that was the last time I saw you in person. But we always kept in touch in text messenger, and
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was, like I said, there was nothing to do in Redwood City. So you said something about comedy club. I mean, some comedy people coming into the bar that you work at.
right,
So I said, yeah, I'm down for it. There's nothing to do. I said, I'll go there. Yeah, but it was still cool with
yeah,
your Hawaiian shirt.
yep, and like I remember, I remember I got let go like in March of 2014 when I was homeless during that period, and just things got really fucked up, and I just like so many people who I thought my friends like turned on me instantly. It was a crazy time.
Yeah, I think that usually happens. You find out who your really friends are when like you're in the rut.
Yeah, because like we met in early 2012 at the Villa Roma. I'll never forget the night I first met you because you rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like you at first. I remember.
Huh? It was karaoke night, I bet.
No, actually, it was after karaoke. It was like after like late night, like just before closing. And
Oh,
I remember you were super faded, and you like lectured me on my life choices. And then when I saw you again,
oh
then
yeah, I tend to do that.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. And then the next week, I saw you, and you apologized to me, and we became fast friends. But I'll never forget that night because that was also the night that Sean let me into the quote unquote inner circle of the bar. And from that night on, she let me stay after closing to help her wash dishes and drink free booze and hang out, you know, and all of that stuff. And it was great for a year. And then when Dee came back into the bar, then it stopped being fun. And then suddenly nobody trusted me anymore, and there was a fucking fight every night.
Oh dang.
Yeah,
Sorry, nobody trusted you. That's crazy.
yeah,
You're so nice.
yeah. Well, she turned everybody against each other and shit, but we don't want it. We don't need to go there. But
Well,
that
these are the days of our lives at Villa Roma.
right, yeah, and that was the first night that I met you, and I'll never forget it. But when's the last time you went to the villa?
Uh, damn, dude. Over like, I don't know, over a decade. That's
Really,
for sure.
you must have. I can't.
Yeah, I
I
didn't stay that long. I left like in 2012 or something. I left.
yeah,
Yeah, I
because
didn't stay that long.
yeah, because I remember you had cut back on going, but we were always in touch, and we were always planning on hanging out and stuff. And yeah, I just remember that night at the standby. Was like the last time I saw you in person. I stopped going in late 2015 after I came back from my car crash. There was just no reason for me to go back because the place was just. It had this evil aura about it. It was like a cult in a lot of ways.
Really? Yeah, no, I just came there because like when I work for the agency and I get assigned in San Mateo Medical.
Mhm.
Like I get off at 11:30 and there's nothing to do once I get home. I live like in the back of a care home back in Encina,
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, and I remember I used to like park my car when I get to Villa Roma, and then
Hmm.
and then when the bar closes, everyone walks everybody home, which was really really nice.
Yeah.
So I get walked home,
Yeah.
and then come when I go to work the next morning, I just walk to Villa Roma and go to work.
Shit.
So
Yeah.
it made living in Redwood City something.
I know. And then after a while, didn't you like switch jobs? That was the reason why you stopped going?
No, I moved to San Francisco. I had a long term boyfriend, and
Oh, okay.
we decided since I was always going there,
Hmm.
might as well move in together. And I was always at work anyhow, so
I,
yeah.
I'm thinking of Julie. I think she stopped going for a while because I think she had switched jobs. That's who I was thinking of because I was close to her
Oh,
too.
Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember much from Villaroma, and also I'm really really bad with names.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, being Filipino, everybody has like this. We call somebody like in general, like if someone's old enough to be your sister, we call somebody ate, or someone's old enough to be your aunt, you say auntie.
Yeah.
And then same thing with there's a male version to it, so it saves us from knowing people's names.
Yeah.
I like that. So
Yeah.
they ask you if you know my name, and be like, auntie.
Auntie.
So
Yeah, I find it very interesting the customs of different races and learning different things like that.
yeah, I learned a lot of customs from here too, American customs.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
like give me it's mine.
yeah.
The
And
greedy
sociology. What is it?
the greedy custom. you know.
No, my daughter, she said, I just came back from Oregon. So
Mhm.
my daughter is half Caucasian and, half Filipino.
Yeah.
And then I go there and she said, Mom, she lives in a very small town up in Northeast Oregon, Hermiston, Oregon.
Mhm.
And she's like, Mom, I didn't pick up any Caucasian looks on me. I'm either always asked if I'm Mexican, Samoan, sometimes Asian. And I said, Karina, don't worry. Whatever you didn't pick up in looks, babe. I said, you sure got an attitude, so don't worry about it. I said, you got it. I said, you are half Filipino, half white.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to stood your ground and you're very outspoken, you know?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
because, like, she's bold. She's like, in attitude, just everything I always wanted to be. Like, outspoken, like,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a no, it's a no. And if you ask why, she won't even, like, be nice about it. She say it bluntly.
Yeah. How old's your daughter?
But in a nice way.
Hmm.
She's 27. I hope I'm right or not. She's gonna kill me. I
27.
think she's 20. Yeah, she's 27.
Wow, she was still in high
Born
school.
1998.
She was still in high school when we were hanging out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was still in high school. Yeah, and she remember she went to. She stayed with me for like a week out there in Redwood City.
Wow. How?
No, now she's 27, married. My grandson is 6,
Yep, you told me.
and my daughter said she's trying to blackmail me. She's she's telling me that she goes, Mom, your chances of having any more grandkids, and mind you, I'm your only daughter, relies upon you moving up here. So when you moving? She goes, my IUD is out. I'm ready. Are you ready? So you need to come watch your grandkids and your grandkids, son, and your future grandkids. Oh my gosh.
Wow. How old were you when you had her?
I was very young. I got pregnant when I was 16
Oh,
with
wow.
my high school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And then, mom at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had her very young.
Do you still talk to him?
Oh, her dad?
Yeah.
Uh, no, not really.
Sad.
We talked on my daughter's wedding.
Oh.
Not a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
tried to keep it peaceful, so I just don't say anything.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you telling me years ago that, your dad had been shot in front of you as a kid. That was in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, that was in the Philippines, like May 19, 1989, yeah.
God.
I
So,
was 8 years old.
yeah, so like what happened?
Uh, so my dad was a police officer in another town,
Mm-hmm.
not where we live, and he like he lead a raid that night for like illegal gambling, like syndicates. He caught a syndicate,
Mm-hmm.
and the syndicate, the head of it happened to be my dad's best friend that lives in our town too, except
Mm-hmm.
he was spreading his crime somewhere else. And my dad caught him without knowing it's him. And like, I guess after the guy got out of jail, he went straight to our house and wanted payback.
Wow.
So they had a altercation in front of our house,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a store back then, and I was waiting for them to close. And usually at 9 o'clock, my mom closes, and so like I was outside. I was on the window looking outside, and I see these two guys just like pushing each other. And then next thing you know, like you hear a yell. My dad pushed the guy back, and then you hear a because he had a. It's called an Armalite in the Philippines. I think over here it's like equals to like an AK.
Yeah.
So it shot like and then like one side of my dad's body got shot, and then the guy ran. My dad kept walking, and then he shot one time. You hear from his 45. My dad had a 45, so he shot the 45, and then next thing you know, right after he shot, you hear another rounds from the other side go, and then my dad lay down on the ground, and I was crying out for him. Then he was looking at me, and he was like saying, "Bless, bless." And then 24 hours later, he passed away.
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
As sad as I feel, I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad he didn't commit suicide in front of you because I do know people like that whose parents committed suicide in front of them, and that's fucking devastating.
Well, I mean, I didn't see a lot of bad crimes in the Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
but like I am aware of like some of the fucked up things that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like we weren't. I don't know how you call it. Like we were exposed to how life is and crimes and all these things. If we didn't see it, it's verbally always talked about, or you heard of somebody, you know,
Yeah.
something bad getting happened to them. So even at a young age, and plus we didn't know, like we were supposed to be, or like I didn't know that I was supposed to like feel sad or like go crazy over that. I know it bothered me. I cried a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but like life had to go on. I don't know. Like over here, if that happens, I guess like you'll seek therapy. But in the Philippines, nothing, like there was no mental health. Like
Yeah.
there was no therapist that came and asked me if I was okay or
Jesus.
just all I know that life moves on.
I mean, do you have a sense that your dad was a hero in many ways?
Well, yeah, in a way, yeah, I think so. I mean, he's not a hero, but he was a good guy. He was always like he was the town's basketball coach,
Oh.
and like a lot of people like respected him. He was streetwise and like profession wise. So so yeah, I think so. And even in the place that he's a police officer too, like he's very well recognized and such. So yeah.
God. Yeah. I mean, God. I mean, I feel bad for anybody who loses a parent because I don't know what that's like yet, and I've been so lucky to have both my parents. But like, whenever I meet people who lost one parent or both parents, just my heart goes out to them.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah, no.
it's got to be the most awful feeling in the world.
Yeah, it is. It is when I mean, at the time when it happened, yeah.
What?
So, but then at the same time, like, I guess everybody is like given like, their own luck or their own life. Just like that's why everybody has one life and not everyone's life is the same. Like, I guess that's what my life is.
Yeah.
If that did not happen, then I would not have my daughter and I would not have my cute grandson.
Oh, sure.
So,
What? So
yeah.
what kind of store did you have?
Oh, we had like a convenience store.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a convenience store, and
No wonder you
it was
drank.
called. My mom sold alcohol too.
Yeah.
She sold, and then she sold cigarettes, and she was able to sell like per sticks of like the cigarette. She sell like per sticks or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah, and then we used to sell like little religious knickknacks. We'd approach people at the church and pin the little baby Jesus on their shirt, and then like try to sell it to them and make them feel bad. We used to some of our we had our own like style to sell too. Like we used to wear like raggedy ass clothes.
Yeah.
So the patrons that are going to we have a Catholic church where I live. I'm from Manila, Pangasinan,
Mm-hmm.
and we're famous for like it's a big Catholic town, and we're famous for the Virgin Mary, and people all over the world come and go to our church. So there's a bunch of tourists and a bunch of people that like we can sell stuff to. We can sell religious articles, candles. We've sold duck eggs, quail eggs, popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
peanuts. Yeah, we sold everything. My mom would make halo halo during the summer, which is like the Filipino ice drink
Yeah.
dessert. Yeah, and then sometimes she would sell food too, like Yeah, my mom, she made it happen. She had 5 kids at 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've
She,
I've seen many of those cases.
but my mom when she was my mom when she was pregnant, I guess, and she was, I could laugh about it now, but I'm sure it's very bad. But when she was pregnant with my brother, she was having a beer. She was laying down, and she got drunk off of one beer, and I guess she was like cussing my dad out, like, "How could you leave me?" Da, 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 da.
Hmm.
You know. And the next thing you know, I guess my dad haunted her. Like she said, like the bamboo couch shook,
Yeah.
and so she ran upstairs and she hugged them. She's like, "I love you guys. I love you guys." I don't know. She said my dad haunted her that night.
So after your
And,
dad, so after your dad passed away, did you went to live with relatives?
no, I live with my mom.
Oh,
We
okay.
had like this 3-story house. The first floor was the convenience store, and then second floor is like the living area and the kitchen. And upstairs there's like a 3 bedroom. Yeah,
And then
a good old.
that's when the horrific sexual abuse happened.
Oh, yeah. I was young. Yeah,
God.
bad stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't experience like human trafficking, did you?
No, no human trafficking. No human trafficking. No, my brother had a best friend, and yeah,
I was put.
and
Oh,
I tried to tell people, but like
yeah.
I was just told like, hey, you're a girl, you shouldn't be around boys. But like my mom, like I said, like my mom had like 5 kids,
Hmm.
and like my grandma would used to send us support from the U.S. Like she would send her like $150, and like that's not enough for like to feed us and for our schooling and all our stuff. So she's always working and she's always busy. So we were never like supervised or anything. Like I mean, we were, but granted, we were upstairs,
Right.
but they were.
Hmm.
I didn't want to be a hassle to people. After I tried telling one time, 2 times, and it feels like I'm the one that's in trouble because I'm a girl and I shouldn't be around the boys.
Hmm.
When I didn't even finish saying what I'm saying, I'm
Yeah.
already ignored. I don't know, life just moved on.
Wow. God. So have you been to therapy since?
No therapy. No,
Wow.
I've never been to therapy. But you know what? I'm a
Hmm.
nursing assistant, right?
Yeah.
So I became a nursing assistant in like 2009, and then my first jobs were working mental health. So like I was working at like adolescent. So I'm hearing like these teenagers going through horrific stuff, you
Yeah.
know, and some not so horrific, and they're talking to the therapist while I'm sitting there. So I'm like picking up stuff,
Hmm.
and even like adult mental health, like I just pick up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get no therapy. This is therapy right now.
Yeah.
Therapy, you pay money.
I know. I did. I tried therapy right after my nana died because she died right in front of me and my mom, and it was devastating. And the guy was a real.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that was 2002. I was 18 at the time, and the therapist was a real condescending douche. I remember, and he just told me after a while, you're okay. You're young. You got your whole life ahead of you. Just go out and meet people and have fun. You don't need to be here. And I was like, wow, because most psychiatrists just want to make money. So after 2 sessions, that's what he told me, and that's what we did.
Dang. Yeah, it worked though. That's what you did, right? You kept going.
It did. I mean, I made bad decisions, but hey, who doesn't?
Yeah, nobody's perfect, man.
Nobody's
We all
perfect.
make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's life came with a manual.
No, but nobody. They should. I think we'd be
No,
I think we'd be a lot happier if we did.
and yes, and yes, there's some, a lot of people like, did everything right and, went on the right track and all the stuff, and their lives are good. And kudos to those people.
Yeah. So let me tell you my human trafficking story. So,
Okay, now, yeah, you told me something Filipino related, right?
yes. So
Okay.
I've told this story on the podcast before, and I think people should know it because it's so fucked up. It can happen to anybody. So when me and my mom was homeless in 2014, I went to go stay at this level 2 group home for adults with disabilities, and it was a Filipino family, and they had a daycare center for kids like across the street from the home, and
Yeah.
I got into a rift with this girl who started working there like a couple of weeks after I got there. She was like a few years older than me, and she was like very flirty, but I didn't like her and stuff. And long story short, I had a mere sexual assault situation with her. Like I woke up and she was kissing me and stuff. Um,
Mm.
and after I got out of there, I was gone like within a week after that happened because I was like, fuck that shit. It could happen to me. It could happen to anybody. So in 2018, I'm visiting my brother in the Bay Area. I was living in Redding at that point. I lived in Redding for 6 years. I left 2 years ago. So I'm visiting my brother in the Bay Area, and I turn on the 11 o'clock news on Channel 2, and that family got busted for human trafficking. And
Holy shit.
it was going on like across the street when I was living in that home. It went on for like 20 years. And they laundered like $20 million, and they sexually assaulted all the Filipino kids that they had there. They were like importing kids from the Philippines to like work for them and shit. I mean, it was gross, right? And
And where was this?
this was in Daly City.
Holy shit.
So, um, I got
Did
PTSD.
they ever get caught?
I'm sorry.
Did they ever get caught?
Well, that's the point. They got arrested. They had gotten
Good.
caught. They had gotten caught that day, and it was fresh on the news. And I got fucking PTSD from looking at it because I had no idea that was going on across the street, and I was only there for 3 months, right? And I got out once that kissing started. So then the trial was going on during the pandemic, and they were doing like a Zoom trial, right? And
Yeah.
I kept up to date with it. But then 2 years ago, I got the verdict that they got life in prison, and I felt like it was a fucking great victory. I was so happy. I can't tell you.
Yeah. That's where people go burn in hell.
Yeah, yeah,
Get burned 3 times.
yeah,
As many, many times for forever.
yeah.
Wow.
I was
Yeah, no, dude. People are weird. People are weird.
yeah, I was so fucking happy when that verdict came, and I just was like, "Fuck, that is just nuts." I mean, just nuts. And we made an attempt. We talked to our lawyer to see if we can sue because I was put in that home, and as it turns out, no, because there was all these technicalities and whatever. And we were just like, God damn it. It's just like there's no justice for this kind of shit. You know, not for us at least.
Wait, why you cannot sue?
Because there was all these technicalities of like, you know, how should I say this? Because, the social worker wasn't aware of any of this, or was she? But at the same time, there's all this bullshit. I don't know. It was just loaded bullshit.
But okay, so you guys were at a home, right?
I was. Yeah, my mom wasn't there.
Or you were like medical?
No,
You
no,
were?
no, no, no. It was for disabled adults.
Yeah, yes. And yeah, you you could file a report. I mean, don't quote me. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I think, in my opinion, you should be able to file a report. I mean, there might not be a case, but someone's gonna investigate,
Well, we
right?
tried. We made attempts and nothing. Blind alley, because that's the Bay Area legal system for you.
Damn, damn.
Sucks. So
Yeah.
getting into happier things. What
Yeah,
was
that's what happier thing.
yeah? What was the first movie that impacted you as a child?
Ah, as a child, what movie?
Yeah.
What movie? It's really not. Oh, we used to watch the. I don't know about American movies in the Philippines. I'm trying to remember if I ever seen American movie. Oh no, Christmas on Elm Street or something like that.
No,
That
not
was.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh no, no, I was thinking. What is that one? There's a Christmas.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, maybe that. That's one with the little girl.
Yeah, that's Natalie
And
Wood, and then Mara Wilson did the remake one. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not very good at like act. Dude, fuck. I mean, I live in like I like the actors in the Philippines and I gotta know their name, and I like the actors here in America and I gotta do them. That's too much information to remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that movie. I like the Christmas. Yeah, any Christmas movie with Santa and like a perfect family.
Me too. Like
I always love that.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I like the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies.
Santa Claus movies. Yep, they're good.
Yeah. I mean, first movie in America that that impacted me. I don't know if it really impacted me, but I really, really like it. I like Pretty Woman
Oh yeah, love it.
yeah, with Julia Roberts. Yeah, I love that movie. I watched that movie like 100 times. Oh, Back to the Future movies.
Oh, Back to the Future was the first movie that impacted me. It was like where I learned about, really good filmmaking. And I always had that fantasy of going back in time and seeing my parents in high school and finding out why they're so fucked up and why I'm so fucked up.
And then like the Indiana Jones.
Oh, yes. Love Indy.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Chuck Norris too, but I don't remember every single movie. But I remember like Chuck Norris had all these like movies all the time, different. They're always showing on TV. I would watch a bunch of those
Oh, yeah.
too.
It's
Yeah.
it's funny if you watch Code of Silence or the Delta Force, he's only on screen 30 minutes. All these like real actors, they got most of the screen time. They're like ensemble movies, but they were promoted as typical Chuck Norris, martial arts movies. And he does very little karate. He does very little karate in either one of those movies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. We're getting old. Chuck Norris. Nobody even knows about Chuck Norris now.
Yeah, well, at least we remember him.
Yeah. No, in the Philippines, the American shows we watch were like not much. When we watched Sesame Street, that
Yeah.
was bad now.
Oh
It
God.
was good then, it's bad now.
Oh God, PBS has been defunded by Trump, and like Sesame Street's moving to Netflix now. That's so sad.
Oh man. And then there was an issue with Sesame Street, right?
Well,
With the characters.
they think it's gotten too woke. There's like a trans puppet and stuff.
Yeah, they're giving different meanings to Ernie and Bert or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I've listened here and there. But and then what other shows did we listen? Oh, Baywatch.
Yep.
When we came to America, we thought, me and my brothers, like I'm the only girl out of four brothers, we thought when we come to America,
Hmm.
like everything looks like Baywatch or Melrose Place
Yeah.
or Full House. Yeah.
It's funny. I was never a Baywatch fan. I watched it, of course, to see the girls and the guys and stuff, but like, I never watched it. I never took it in terms of like deep meaning entertainment. To me, it's just mindless stupidity.
What did we watch it for? I watched it for, who's the main guy again?
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, him. I watched it for him.
Yeah.
And Knight Rider.
Knight Rider was cool. I like Knight Rider.
And what was the other one? MacGyver.
MacGyver was that was my man. I loved MacGyver.
MacGyver, yeah. And then it was around the time when Rescue 911 just came out. So we watched a lot of Rescue 911 too.
Wow.
And we saw how different crimes are in America and like the crimes in the Philippines.
Yeah. Shit. I got
You know,
I got to tell you, a couple of years ago, I interviewed a Filipino actor. Um,
Mm.
his name was Don Gordon Bell. So let me tell you his story. He was born and raised in L.A. and he was a child actor in the late 50s, early 60s, and he did not
In
like
America?
in America, yes,
Oh,
and he did not like the way Hollywood handled child actors and just actors in general. He didn't like the superficial bullshit of Hollywood, right? So he made a career in Manila doing, movies like Apocalypse Now and The Boys in Company C, and he built a whole career of making movies in Manila. And I got
wow.
I got this weird kind of energy from him when we talked. And like a month later
What?
he got diagnosed with cancer. So I
Oh,
think he knew he was dying. So he gave me so much information during that interview. I think he knew he was dying. He needed to get it out. And then he died a year later, sadly.
oh. What kind of information did he get?
Oh, just, inside baseball of making the movies, and just the fun time he had, and he was very forthcoming with me.
Oh, may he rest in peace. What kind of cancer?
I don't know. I'm sure he
Oh,
mentioned it on.
well,
I'm sure he mentioned it on Facebook, but I don't remember.
yeah,
To me,
yeah, it
all
does.
cancer is bad. All cancer is bad.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. I mean, I have a loved one right now,
Hmm.
you know, going through the big C too. So we're just praying
Yeah.
that it all works out.
Did did
Yeah.
did the Philippines have HBO?
Trying to remember. In Manila, but mind you, this is like in 1994.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you can afford it, I guess there was HBO. Like probably mostly in Manila. We had cable. I mean, we didn't have cable in the Philippines. Our TV is like one of those old TV. You put a fork to you have to put a fork to turn the channels,
Right.
and then like foil on the antenna so you get more reception.
Right.
Yeah. So we did not have cable. Whatever channel we get, and we're fortunate enough to be able to watch Melrose Place, Baywatch, and Simpsons on the channels we got.
Oh, you had The
But
Simpsons?
like I guess in Manila they have cable, but
Yeah.
we were we were too poor. We can't afford it.
Hmm.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, my mom worked for the cable company for 25 years, and I feel sorry for anybody who didn't grow up with HBO because it was magical in the 80s. Like I have so many memories of watching
Mm.
videotapes that my brother taped and watching the promos, and I can still see the promos on YouTube now, but it was magical then, just like it was in the middle of a revolution of cable.
All movies. You
Yeah.
know, having to go to the movie theater.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the movie business made bank back then because you could go to the movie theater, you could rent them, you could watch them on cable. I mean, people were making hand over fist in the movie business back then. You know?
I know here in Daly City, like once the Filipino channel arrived to America, like
Hmm.
it's a lot of people are like enjoying it. My mom, I mean, me too. I enjoy it. I watch a lot of movies
Hmm.
with sometimes with the Filipino channel. My grandma, she's always on the Filipino channel,
Right.
so it's a good. Yeah, at least when something that's especially like she's already 88
Hmm.
and 88 or 89. I'm such a bad granddaughter, but like she's starting to like show a little like
Dem-
Alzheimer ish
Dementia.
dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she repeats stories 100 times now.
Yeah.
But like you know, watching Filipino channel, she's like she doesn't get homesick or depressed or anything like that. She loves watching it.
Yeah.
So,
Remember the time we went to go see Looper?
I'm such a pothead. My memory is not really that good.
Yeah, and you and me, oh god, we made a whole day of it. We went to go see the Bruce Willis movie Looper at the movie theater. I'm trying to remember which theater it was. I think it was the Redwood City one. And
They're
I
probably Rebel City one.
yes, and we just had a blast. And I remember we smoked in the car beforehand and after, and it was just a blast.
Yeah, I bet. And then we ate, right?
Yes, we did. I don't remember what we ate, but I remember we
No, we
ate.
did.
Do you
I
remember?
don't remember, dude. If you remember that, you have a very good memory. That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, that was the only time I ever saw that movie, and I just
It was
remembered.
good old days.
Yeah, and I remember that kid in the movie. He was so cute. I found out that he's still working now. I was like, yeah, I knew he was gonna go on to become successful because he was so funny in that movie.
Hmm. I have to see that movie again because I'm trying to remember, but dude, knockers are not working right now.
Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
music did you like growing
So
up?
what? Uh, well, in the Philippines, we like a lot of like love songs. Like we're hopeless romantics,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some rap. I listen to some rock. I mean, I listen to any music as long as I like the lyrics. Or yeah, or in America, I like it as long as I like the beat. Because some of the song I can't even understand the words, but the beat's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, my dad was a
Yeah.
rock. My dad was a rock musician when I was a kid. He had a band, and he had so many
Oh,
vinyl.
that's cool.
He had so many vinyl records when I was a kid, and just like I have a eclectic taste, I think that was natural for me to go into karaoke that way.
Yeah. Well, I'm Filipino, so I would be disowned by my whole entire kind if I don't like karaoke.
Yeah.
Uh, but it was something to do. It was something to do in the Philippines. I guess because it's free. It doesn't cost money.
Hmm.
Like it's something to do, and if you're lucky, the voice is nice.
Yeah.
And it's I guess it's one. I think my mom made us sing in the one way for us to shut up.
Yeah.
Or like when we're yapping, she doesn't like what we're hearing, so we sing stuff that she likes. Like I sang a lot of Karen Carpenter. She
Yeah.
used to like Roxette,
Yeah.
you know, and so I used to like wait. Remember the old cassette tapes
Oh yeah, of course I
when
had them.
like the music would be playing, and then you get the cassette tape
Right.
of of some music in it that hopefully it's not something you like or something your mom's not gonna kill you if you use it. But
Right.
you put a little bit of paper in one of the grooves in it, and then you put it in the cassette tape, so you can record over it.
Yep.
Remember doing that?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I used to make my
And
own.
then,
I used to make
and
my
then
own.
the music would play.
I used to make my own comedy tapes with cassette tapes
Oh yeah, that's cool.
when I was in high school.
No, we
Yeah.
used to take turns. Like, shoot, we didn't even have a cassette tape. My mom's youngest sister, she had a cassette tape,
Hmm.
and that's why she didn't like us when we were little. We were like so naughty. Like we'd go steal her little cassette tape player because we
Hmm.
want to listen to music, and I'd
Right.
sit there and listen to the radio station, and hopefully a song they play something I like, so I could record it. Then I have my own little mixtape. Then I could go to the store, buy like a comic book,
Hmm.
but it's all lyrics of different songs,
Nice.
and then it has and it has the chords, like the guitar chords.
Nice.
See, but now it's all fancy. It's all on the screen. It has a nice view, and they adjust your voice too. Like you don't
Yeah.
even need singing lessons. You just need to get an app that makes your voice really really nice.
Nothing like the old
See.
technology. You know.
Yeah, the good old days before COVID.
So, like, what were you doing in Oregon?
Uh, when I was in in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I was just spending time with my daughter. Oh my God, my daughter for the first time and first time in my life I ever had fake eyelashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I grew up a tomboy. Like I grew up with four brothers. Like I didn't even start straightening my hair until I was like 30. Like I straightened my hair with a blow dryer. I never straightened it with a hair straightener.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I didn't even know that it existed. Like first, my daughter showed it to me when I was 32, and the first time I ever did it, I sorted my hair,
Mm-hmm.
and then I tried to clip it, and I clipped my ear, and then later on, I looked like I had testicle on my ear
Yeah.
from clipping it with a hair iron.
Oh
But
my God.
no, I was such a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
See, so
Yeah. So, like, how was Oregon overall? I heard it's becoming very fascist over there.
um. I don't know about last time I was there, but I do remember like long time ago during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter took me out to a bar and I was wearing my mask and no one was wearing a mask. And I was approached by a lot of people telling me that I don't need to wear a mask
Mm-hmm.
or that it's a conspiracy theory and how they don't believe in that
Yeah.
or oh I'm one of them or I'm a lefty or righty. I don't remember what she said, but it was one of those sides.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
It's
no.
weird. This is the,
Oh,
this is the strangest time I've ever
and
seen.
yeah. Oh, and yeah. I had to go back to the eyelash subject. Like
Okay.
I always wanted to have eyelash, like the girly things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to find out how those people do their makeup. Like all those makeup with the baking powder under your eye or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, I still want to do that. But when I was there, my daughter did my eyelash for the first time, and she glued it on my eyelashes,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks very cute. Except, I felt like I was crossing my eyes the whole entire time. I'm looking, and there's like this black something, annoying something when you're looking out. So she put it on in the afternoon. It was gone in the evening.
Yeah.
So she did that. We had 4th of July celebration. We did
Mm-hmm.
fireworks. We did fireworks. My grandson and my daughter and my son-in-law, they went swimming.
Mm-hmm.
I spent some time with my grandson, also known as we sat in bed. I take a nap and he plays video games
Yeah.
with my Nintendo Switch.
Love it.
Yeah, or we were watching dinosaurs.
Oh, I love that
He
show.
was he was teaching me about all these different kinds of dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the dinosaurs he said was an Argentinosaurus. I don't know what that is. I think it's like the biggest dinosaur or something like that. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandson's also fascinated with elephants. So he names like 100 kinds of elephants. He knows like 100 types of dinosaurs or names of dinosaurs. We went swimming to the river, spent time with the dogs. My daughter has like 3 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I avoided my daughter's one of the bedrooms because in one of those bedrooms she had like 9 kittens.
Yeah. So, what hospital do you work at these days?
Uh, San Mateo County,
Okay.
and then but I'm everywhere. If they send me somewhere else, some are facilities.
Mm-hmm.
I work somewhere else too. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention.
Oh, you don't have to say the name. I'm just curious. That's all.
Oh, oh yeah, no. So I work somewhere in San Mateo County.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a hospital, and then another one somewhere close by the airport.
I was born at Kaiser Hospital.
Facility.
I was born at Kaiser Hospital in Redwood City.
Oh,
Did you ever work there?
what year are you born?
1983.
Oh, 1983. Yep, I'm born 1980.
Yeah.
Dang, we're old.
Yeah.
We are old.
Yeah. Did you ever work
We are
there?
old. No, no Kaiser.
No.
Kaiser.
Kaiser
No.
Permanente.
I've been to a few hospitals though, but no, not Kaiser Redwood City. No.
hmm It's funny, when I was in the hospital recovering from my accident, I was at San Francisco General, and while I was there, I met so many nurses. Some of them were really cool, some of them were fucking assholes. And one thing
Yeah.
I realized is I don't know how they're able to work as long as they do, because by the end of the day or night, their hygiene is really really bad, and I just smelled a lot of sweat in that hospital and everything. It was nasty.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess some places are like that.
yeah.
Like,
And,
unfortunately.
and I met a lot of nurses who had accidents themselves, and they went into nursing because of it.
Yeah, well, not, I mean, a lot of people I know,
hmm
and some that I don't, that are, nurses or like work in the medical field, like most of the time, the bad thing that happened is like they fall asleep driving and they get into an accident.
hmm
I actually have one friend who was like an older brother to me, and like he died because he was in a rush to go to work,
hmm
you know, and he got T-boned and he passed away. And he was on his way to work. He was tired and going to work. I don't know if he was working a double or something,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was running late, so he was trying to go to work, and then someone else hit him.
I was so fucking lucky. I mean, that night was just it was a profound night for me because I lost my best friend in a crash a couple months before. I didn't want to live anymore. And then suddenly that happened, and then God was like, you're not done yet. And then look, here we are on a pot.
Yeah, yeah, I heard from somebody what happened. If you
Yeah.
don't mind me asking, what did happen, like, on the accident?
Me and this guy Dan, who I'd known for years, and he wasn't really my friend. I found out after this. He he had violated his probation of not having a license because of a DUI. So, and I didn't know he was violating it. Right? He told me he got his license back, but he didn't. So he got this car, this SUV van, and we were out just drinking one night, and what have you. He fell asleep at the wheel. I fell asleep in the passenger seat, and we ended up in the middle of the road in Burlingame, and a car collided with ours, and then the impact hit us because we were on the road, on the side of the road. We're trying to we're trying to gather the car off the road and shit, but we were fucked up,
Yeah.
and I don't remember very much of it.
Dang. So what did happen of that? Was the person that, I mean, was the other car that hit you guys, were they found liable to the accident?
We
I mean,
try.
because you had your own accident, but it's not like you hurt anybody. It was, I mean, I hope you guys were okay.
Well, they didn't mean to
But the
do.
major part of the accident was when you guys got hit, right?
Yes, well, the guys, it wasn't their fault. They were victims just as much as we were. We settled them. We settled with them. We got money from them and stuff. But they were good guys, though. They weren't assholes or anything. But
Yeah.
my friend ended up being an asshole. We don't talk anymore, and that's a whole other complicated story. But that was that.
Yeah, well, you know what? You live, that's more important than
hmm
anything else. I mean, at least you guys made it. Could have been worse.
It could have been. It could have been.
Yeah, I can't really complain, like, with how the world is going right now. Like, places just getting bombed left and right and all that stuff, man. The world's going crazy.
Yeah,
We're all lucky we're still here. We're either very, very lucky we're still here, or we're just not that lucky to go on the other side just yet. We're all
exactly.
bound together here on Earth, like a team.
And
Team Earth.
while I was in the hospital, Julie came to visit me, and June came to
Oh,
visit me with Pat.
Oh.
Do you talk to June?
Yeah, I talked to. Well, we message here and there. But I saw her maybe at least 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago. I went
Mm-hmm.
over to their house,
Yeah.
and how we always do. We go there, we make food, and we ate, and we drank, and we were married.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell her to unblock me. I don't know why she blocked me.
You're blocked by her. Aw.
We hadn't talked in a while, but I'll tell you, Pat messaged me about a year ago saying that she wanted to talk to me, and I was like, "Well, tell her to unblock me." And then he didn't reply me back after that.
Oh. So, how's life been ever since after the accident? Like, you got your podcast now. That's so cool. How did you come about doing a podcast?
Well, I listened to Mark Maron's podcast when I was in the hospital, and I loved it so
Oh,
much. I was like, God, if I ever have an opportunity to start a podcast, it's going to be like this: candid, lots of swearing, intimate conversations. And, it took me 2 years before, me and mom had a place to live again. So then once we got the place, I started the podcast. And I'm
oh,
coming up on 2,400 interviews soon.
oh, wow. Wow, dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, 2,400. And I interview people
How
that
many from Villarama
you're the,
place?
you're the first and only
I was
one,
just gonna say, I'm the first one.
first and only, and you're the only one I
I know
need.
I was worried, like, oh my god, I'm gonna do a podcast with Tony. And I was going through all your profile and all the podcasts, like, oh shoot, I don't know nothing about pop culture. I don't remember names. I don't remember movie names.
Well, we also talk about real stuff too on here. I like to talk to people
Yeah.
about their journeys and what they've been through, and it's great to do that. It's just pop culture is just a small part of it, and sometimes that's all I can get from people is talking about their movie career and stuff or their music career. But I love these candid conversations of honesty and journey.
Yeah. No. So, like, are you originally from Redwood City, or
Well, I was born.
do
I,
you?
I was born at the hospital, like I said, but I'm from San
Oh, yeah, that's why I
Mateo.
said Redwood City.
Yeah, but I'm from San Mateo.
You're from San Mateo. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I moved here in 1995. I was 14 with my mom and four brothers, and
Mm-hmm.
we spent a day in San Francisco and one day in Fremont before we moved to Sacramento.
Right.
See, yeah, and then we stayed in Sacramento, and then I became a mom there, and then I moved back here in Daly City, and then I moved to Redwood City briefly, trying to figure out, and then I moved in with my boyfriend in San
Mm-hmm.
Francisco, or my ex-boyfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then now I live alone. I live in San Francisco. Well, I have a cat. Not so exciting,
Yeah.
but it is life. It is what it is.
I have two
Still work
cats.
as a CNA.
I have two
No,
cats.
I have one.
I have a dog
You have
too,
two cats?
and I have a dog
Oh,
too. Yeah.
you're so lucky.
Yeah. I am.
Pets are amazing.
No pun intended. I am blessed.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
one last thing I wanted to ask you. I am curious. Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
Eenie.
Same here.
It's an eenie. Why is this supposed to mean anything if it's an eenie or an outie?
Well, people who are born with innies, particularly deep ones, they are very kind, generous, compassionate, and they live longer.
And then the outies.
I don't know. But this is just an article I read like 15, 20 years ago or something.
Oh man, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
I had a
that's a lot of information.
I had a girlfriend when I was 6, and she used to let me play with her Audi all the time. I used to thump it, and stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't dare. Outside the regular cleaning, I don't dare play with my belly button.
Yeah.
I'm scared that if you poke don't you? I mean, I know I work. I mean, I'm only a nursing assistant. I'm not a nurse or anything, so I don't know if like if you play in there, it might get hurt or something bad might happen.
Well, it's a sexual erogenous zone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's very
Huh.
sensitive.
Hmm. I didn't know that. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure to maybe one day if I ever get bored in the bed with someone, I'll go ask them to play with my belly button and see what it's like.
Oh yes, and then tell me about it later.
Yeah, you'll be the first to know.
Bless, I love you. Thank you
Okay.
so much for coming on tonight.
Yeah, yeah, man. Keep in touch. It was nice catching up with you. It's always fun.
Yes, I've missed you so much, and I only want the best from you. If I'm ever in the Bay Area, I will come see you.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. It was nice. It was nice talking to you too. I mean, you know, good luck on the podcast, and I'm glad. I mean, it's really cool actually. I hope people liked it.
Nighty night.
Yeah. 99.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Well, there you have it. Bless. Ain't she a sweetheart? Oh my God. I loved every minute of that conversation. I think we did super good, and she made me laugh there at the end. She is so funny. And she was really nervous, she told me before we started, but I think she did just fine. And I think that was a great conversation. It's great to catch up with old friends and see how well they're doing now as opposed to years ago when we first met. Well, until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dudes.